Sun is shining, let's get out. See you smiling, makes me smile.
Hello, I'm Kay, and welcome back to Mendoza's Corner. We will spend no more than 5 minutes each week discussing a topic related to the queer community. We'll define the topic, give you some cool facts about it, then provide some of our thoughts. This week's topic is Science of Sexuality. Let's define sexuality first, which is a person's sexual orientation or preference. Last week, we discussed terms that define sexual preference, but is there any science behind these occurrences? Human sexuality is determined by many factors, which include cultural, legal, political, and philosophical aspects of life, but also morality, theology, spirituality, and religion. Sexuality itself is as old as time, and interest in the physical act of sex is related to the start of puberty and schooling. If the whole purpose of life is to procreate, why did homosexuality evolve in humans? Barron and Hare proposed human sexuality, including homosexuality, evolved as an outcome of the evolution of increased sociability in humans.
Wow.
They argue many of the evolutionary forces that shaped human sexuality were social, rather than based on reproductive ability. This is our sociosexual hypothesis for the evolution of gay sex and attraction. We tend to limit our thinking about sex to its reproductive functions, but we must also consider its social functions. Based on the way primates behave socially and other social mammals, we argue our species' recent cognitive and behavioral evolution was driven by the natural selection favoring traits that allowed better social integration. This term is called prosociality. Early humans that could quickly and easily access the benefits of group living had a strong selective advantage, which is why it is believed this led to the evolution of a whole range of traits including reduced aggression, increased communication, understanding, social play, and affiliation. So from an evolutionary standpoint, being more social could have been beneficial for living longer, but how about our genome? A genome-wide association study done on 477,522 individuals revealed that, in comparison to studies for people that identify as heterosexual, that there is no single continuum from opposite sex to same-sex sexual behavior. Now, we must also keep in mind that more studies need to be done on this topic, but this is one prevalent study in the field. As sexuality evolved, humans realized that the act of sex could be used for more than just procreation. And as time moved on, we also realized that we might be attracted to the same sex. Human sexuality has quite a few different factors, which can also be said about homosexuality.
Wow.
If you're looking at it from a genetic aspect, one could say if you have a homosexual mother or father, you might be more likely to exhibit homosexual behavior. Reminder, we want to get you interested in the topics we share, but please don't just take our word for it. Go research it in your downtime. We are always taking suggestions on topics for future episodes. Feel free to share with us a queer topic that you'd like for us to cover in 5 minutes or less. You can either comment or send us an email to info@iTiMiNak.com. Next week, we will continue the subject of sexuality and look at homosexuality in African societies.
Woohoo!